What's tea, y'all? So listen, I know I'm late, but girl, I made it my damn business to make sure to come up here and give y'all this review. Like I said, I've been watched it. I swear I did. I was just dragging my feet with the review because I just been tired. But here I go. Love After Lockup, season 4, episode 7. What the hell is you had? So Taylor and Chance. So Bobby leaves, and Taylor is worried about her. Now Chance wants to feel bad, saying that the both of them doesn't deserve that. You're right, they don't. Neither one of them deserve all of that foolishness that you come in there with. You know, it's like I said, in my opinion, for an effort to your balls to drop again, I felt like you made it your business to try to come up in there and this house full of women and throw your dick around. But see, I don't think your dick is big enough, girthy enough, or long enough to do any of that, Chance. And that's just straight up how I honestly feel about you. And we could go on ahead and move on because I don't see it for them. So Chazz and Bronwyn. So Bronwyn is leaving. Bronwyn and Chazz are leaving, and he wants to be more affectionate with her, but she's saying that it's a little weird, you know, after accepting his marriage proposal and then on their way to go and get married, it's too weird for you to really kiss him and have that affection. Like I said, Miss Chazz, go on ahead and just get tossed around like a bar soap by these damn men and live your best life, because obviously the women just ain't your thing. Like I just, that's just straight up how I honestly feel about you, Chazz. I feel like you just trying so hard to not accept and embrace who you really is. Daughter, you too old for that. Much like Benzino, you way too old for that. You need to go and find your life somewhere and get your life somewhere, because you just girl, they going to get married. Moving on. So Daddy and Tiffany. I can't. So Daddy and Tiffany, child. So Daddy takes Tiffany to a tattoo shop and she meets up with her old friend from high school, Kayla. And I'm here for Kayla. Kayla said, listen, we was cool and it was cool. But then when she started changing, I had to back away from her. And I'm not mad at Kayla for that. I ain't mad at you with it for Kayla. That's what you're supposed to do when you got to matter your damn own. You allow her to help her, but when you still see she wants to do her own thing, let her go. So Curtis comes up, and Kayla obviously knows him as well, and she says that he ain't nothing but a troublemaker and a shit starter. And now he's pulling a daddy Kayla because he done sent her ass some flowers while she was in the middle of her interview with a card talking to, you know, congratulating her. She broke his heart, blah, 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 blah. Curtis, let me tell you something. You obviously knew that she was dating another dude, and that's why you got what you got. So I'm not here for you trying to play victim and talking about she broke your heart. No, she didn't, because you obviously already knew that she had somebody else, and because you didn't like him and you thought that you was going to beat his ass, or you thought that he was really a pussy, that you was just gonna come in and swoop in or do whatever. So I'm not down for you with that whole thing, Curtis. Nah, don't blame her. You was just being stupid and petty and childish, and you got your ass whipped for it, and you got embarrassed all over national TV for it. Just do that. As much as I don't see it for Tiffany, I'm not even about to let you put that all off on Tiffany. No, you fucking lying. You better get your life in order. Anyway, so moving on. So Kayla and Martell, girl, look, Kayla, I like you, but you starting to bore me. Okay, shout out to Fantasia. That's off her second album. You starting to bore me. You are. So you done been reduced to now going down to a cleaning supply. First and foremost, I didn't know they had a whole store dedicated to cleaning supplies. Like, I ain't know that. So y'all taught me something. But then again, my daddy used to own a janitorial company before he got sick and he had passed. So, I mean, hey, maybe they do have stores that is just cleaning supplies and stuff like that. So fine, I'll accept it. But you go meet up with her cousin Bobo. Shout out to cousin Bobo. I like cousin Bobo a lot. But And then in the next episode, you still ain't gonna get no dick from what we see because y'all done got into another whole damn argument to the point where obviously you done left him, you drove off and left him right where he stood. Like, what are y'all here for? Like, that's where I'm at with you, Kayla. And Kayla, I like you. I do. But what are y'all here for at this point? Look. Whatever, child. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. So Lacey and Antoine, or is it Antonio? Antoine. I think it's Antoine. So the morning after his release, they had sex. He said he lasted longer than what he thought he was. They had sex 3 times and he graded her as a B. I find that really kind of like strange and funny. Considering the fact that you've been locked up for Lord knows how long, you ain't been around no woman, you ain't had no puss, and you get out, and you was the one that was scared and worried and concerned about whether you won't gonna last long, but then you not only lasted long, you went 3 rounds, and you graded her pussy a B. I mean, maybe had you stuck it in her ass, it probably would have reminded you of the night before you got released. You know what? I'm being real messy. We're gonna move on. Lacey, I don't see it for you. You're an idiot, you're dumb, you slow, you retarded, you's an ignorant bitch. And ignorant is the best word to call you because you trying to come in between this man and his mama, you sound silly. Don't get me wrong. I don't think his mama is shit. I can look at it and tell she ain't shit. I felt like if she was a better mama, maybe her son wouldn't turn out who he is today. That's how I honestly feel. But at the end of the day, that's still that man mama. If you just sit up and think that he's going to choose you over his mama and then try to put him in a predicament to either you or her, nah, bitch. You was friends with this woman before you started messing with her son. So you already knew the dynamic and you knew what it was. So why would you even put yourself in that predicament? Nah, Lacey, you ain't got the right to do that, and I'm just not here for you. Moving on. Another storyline that I'm not here for, I'm going to be honest, is Rick and Radine. Rick, why is you still there? Radine is taking you on the whole fantasy ride. Like Sierra took us on, and that album was tied, delayed, and through. Much like this storyline that y'all are giving us. I'm just saying. Like now she don't even want to live with you and Ramona. Now she wants to go back home. Obviously, because she could go back home and talk to Kay at her leisure and her peoples are down for it. That's why I don't really fuck with her peoples like that. Ain't none of them shit. Ain't none of them shit. That's how I feel. Ain't none of them shit. Moving on. Lacey and Antoine. She takes him out on a golfing date, and he's still got PTSD because his dumb ass was stuck in a hole for 2 years or whatever. Now he don't know how to be around other people in normal society in a normal setting. And my thing is, Lacey, you banking your life on some shit like this? Moving on. Daddy and Tiffany, girl. So Daddy gets a call from Kayla and other women, but he claimed he's trying to do right by Tiffany. But he also says that he's not trusting nor honest, but it's important for his women to be trusting and honest of him. And he knows that that's selfish and that's a double standard, but he don't give a shit. He the man of the relationship. He the dick and balls in this thing. And it is what it is. Either you get with the program or you get lost. Well, let me tell you something, Daddy, I get with the program. I get with the program because I don't want to be with you in that way. I just want to fuck you. That's all I want. You ain't nothing more than a good fuck. That's it, Daddy. You just a good fuck. You a good lay. You know what I'm saying? When Trey pissed me off, and then I want to go hit up somebody else. You the one. You the first one that I will call, and I'm on my way. Like that's what you is, and that's fine. It's okay to be just that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you will not be monogamous to no woman. You just one of those men who knows that you fine as fuck at 38 years old. You fine as hell. You got a good career. You live in a really nice house in a really good suburb. I mean, Although that door looked a little tad delayed and through that front door, it looked like it had dents in it. It looked all dusty and dry, and it looked all ashy, like you need to put some damn wood oil on it or something like that. But other than that, maybe just monogamy just ain't for you, and that's okay. That's okay. If it ain't for you because you look too damn good for it, just say that. I ain't mad with you because I'm on your side. So while they out walking the dogs, he's in his phone right in front of her, entertaining other women. But see, I'm gonna tell you something, Tiffany. As mad as you got, can you really? Because look at what he walked into. It's like you want something of him that he probably was willing to give you. Actually, he was, because he let Kayla go. And then as soon as he saw you for your works, he said, well, bitch, look, I'm going to move on, because y'all swear up and down when I like the niggas, I get biased and all the rest of that stuff. So I'm going to leave that alone. So Tyler and Chance. So, Chance, look, Bobby's still mad with Chance. And she's still mad with Tyler for Tyler setting up around there, throwing her up under the bus to try to appease her dude. I'm on Bobby's side, and I'm not mad at Bobby for leaving and wanting to stay at a friend's house for a couple of days. I'm on Bobby's side with that. I am. I'm on Bobby's side with that. Taylor, that's for you to fix. That's your dude. You brought his ass up in there and disturbed all of y'all peace for that fuck boy. So you figure that out. I was on her side with that, and we can move on. Rick and Radine. Radine is still stringing Rick along, and Rick is just still willing to be a willing participant. Even though as much as she's trying to say he's not, he sees what it is, and blah, 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 blah. But if that's the case, Rick, why is you still here? Moving on. Lacey and Antoine. So Lacey went around there to go and get this boy a Mazda 3, a red Mazda 3 or a Mazda 6. It was a Mazda, whatever. It was a Mazda. And the man, he can put it in his name, but he don't want to. He want to put it in her name. Now, this the one time I was on Lacey's side. Lacey said, put it in who name? Put it in my name. Oh, no, ma'am. Now, don't get me wrong. I lay down the foundation for you. I take you where you need to go, or whatever the case may be. If you need a little yang to put down on it, I'll help you with that because you got the bulk of it. But as far as it going in my name, oh, no, ma'am. And I was on Lacey's side with that. Lacey talking about something, I'll think about it. Nah, bitch, it ain't no thing. It's either it's in your name or you just ain't getting no car. You're going to be Ubering everywhere. That's the only two options that he had. Moving on. Chazz and Broadway. So they just got married or whatever the case may be. And he took her to her PO. And then her PO says that, she can't stay with him. She got to stay at the address that she got listed. And she's staying at her best friend Jessica's baby daddy house. Is that who it was? Yeah, her best friend Jessica baby daddy house. Supposedly she's renting a room. She's renting his room there or whatever the case may be while she paroling there or whatever. And, he don't like no company there. He don't want no other men there and all the rest of that stuff. And my thing is, bitch, why? Why? That's your best friend, baby daddy. Whoever the hell that she has there should not matter to him. No way at all. If that's the case, he shouldn't even want her there. Because it's obvious, because if you don't want nobody in your house, then you just don't need to have her staying there. I don't know. Something about that is just real fishy to me, but whatever. So Daddy and Tiffany. So Daddy kept it real with her about the other women that he's talking to, and he says that, she made it easy for him to do that basically because of what he walked in on with Curtis. And I agree with him. Even though he's a misogynistic asshole, and I see that now, I'm not all the way mad at it because he was willing to cut all of them off. And then you played him with the likes of Curtis. And now he went back and got his options back open because that was the foundation that you laid. And now you can't take it. I mean, listen, like I said, Kevin is just a good lay. He need to be a good lay, and that's just it. You can't put no lifetime expectations on Kevin because Kevin just ain't that kind of dude. And there's no shade. You know, you daddy. I love you down, Kevin, but you're not gonna ever be monogamous with no women until you about 60, 70 years old, and where your dick broke and it's old and it's stank and don't work no more. Erectile dysfunction T and all of that. Then that's when you're gonna be ready to settle down and get married like Jagged Edge. But that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Y'all jump down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Friday night's episode. And until later on, girl, if I decide to watch Marriage Boot Camp, because I'm just getting a little burnt out, but we'll see. I'll holler at y'all later.